Oh.
with maybe somebody inside. And we were going down Hassel Road by the village hall, and I looked down in the map book to make sure I knew where we were going.
Uh-huh.
And the driver actually just kind of slowed by the village hall, went right through the stop sign.
Uh-oh.
Well, the fire chief was at the other stop sign. So myself and the driver both got what's called a written reprimand.
Oh.
So.
Okay, so you need to be stopping at all of the stop signs and you gotta follow all the safety rules, even though you're going on a call.
Right, not every town does that, but in fact our police don't do that, but the fire department does.
Okay.
So.
Good to know.
Other things that I'm responsible for is public education.
Oh, okay. So do you do things where you go out into the classes or?
I do. Yeah. Well, it's the title would be public education officer.
Okay.
So I'm the one that communicates with the residents or businesses if they want something, want to stop by or they want to stop by the firehouse.
Oh, cool.
You know,
yes. Like a touch-a-truck event.
That would go through me, yes.
Okay. Very cool.
So I do that. I'm also the CPR coordinator.
Okay.
So I have several instructors under me in the department, and I make sure they trained and go get their research. I do scheduling of classes, teaching of classes.
Okay.
For both divisions, the pub ed and CPR, I do budget stuff for that and order supplies. I'm in charge of our 3 open houses that are coming up.
Ooh. Is that open to the public?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, so if you're around, let your mind dance on you, but it'll be this October 7th at the station out by Beverly and I-90.
Okay.
It'll be the 13th at the one on the north side of the village, which is between Palatine and Algonquin Road.
Okay.
And then the 20th is the one by St. Hubert.
Ooh, cool. So that's Karen's birthday. Maybe we can come out and see you and see the trip.
The cool one out of those 3 would be the one on the 13th. We're going to land a Flight for Life medical helicopter in West Renico.
Whoa.
In an open field. We did it last year by St. Hubert.
That is so cool.
So,
we'll have to try and get to that one then.
In fact, your mom and dad are getting their like the Hoffman Estate flyer they send out to all the residents.
Yeah, the newsletter.
Yes. And there's going to be a picture of Rachel, Emma, and Rachel's boyfriend standing by the helicopter.
Oh man, we're going to know people in the newsletter. They're famous.
I got an email that said, do you have any pictures from last year's open house? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I sent that one of the 3 of them by the helicopter. Oh man, thanks.
Perfect.
So that'll be fun. You could tease Rachel too.
I totally will. I'll bring it back with me to school and be like, look.
Yeah. Did you sign that?
You're on it. Yes, please do. I need your autograph. Okay, so in what ways do words matter in your job? So like
what matter?
Words. So like communicating, writing, all kinds of things. Like how do words matter?
How do words matter?
Mm-hmm.
Like given drug dosages, you want to make sure you're saying the correct thing.
Okay, definitely.
I don't know, does that help you?
Yeah, no, totally. Because you definitely don't need drug dosages for teaching.
Right, that. Let's say we get a fire, we got to make sure we're all on the same page.
Okay.
With the game plan.
Yep.
So there's certain words mean certain things.
Right.
That's the other thing, that you're also like the initial incident commander of any incident you go to before the battalion chief gets there.
Okay.
So.
Can you say like a couple words that were like specific to being like lieutenant paramedic, or like just being a paramedic in general?
Specific word?
Yeah, you know how you said like you need to know certain words or like just slang that you guys use that may not be common slang.
Capnography
Oh wait.
is a word that we measure the carbon dioxide that's coming out of a person.
Okay.
And that determines, normally it could be around 35.
Okay.
But one of the things that's important about that is if we're doing CPR on somebody, if they're going to start coming back, we'll notice on our monitor the number would be going up.
Okay.
And if it stays low for a long time, that'll help us determine to stop the resuscitative effort. I mean, there's other things because we have to run through our whole SOP to give drugs and depending on what heart rhythm you see.
Yeah. And then SOP is standard operating procedure, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Because we operate under a doctor's license out of Northwest Community Hospital.
Ah, okay.
He would be the project medical director, I guess.
Ooh.
So.
Okay. Okay. And what do you read and write as part of your job?
We read our SOPs.
Okay.
Writing, we do more typing on the computer.
Okay. Yep.
Like purchase orders, fire reports, training, all has to get logged in.
Okay. And then you said like
reading we get training things to read. We get things to read for paramedic class.
Okay.
Articles. We get the fire magazines.
Ooh.
we get something called NIOSH reports. That's usually on a firefighter fatality.
Okay, so can you say that one again? NIOS?
Yes, National. What the heck is NIOSH?
Okay. And those are reports.
Occupational safety and health or something.
Okay.
They do a lot of if someone dies.
Okay.
They'll investigate it and then put a report out. They'll say, what wasn't done correctly.
Right.
We can learn from them.
Very cool. Well, yeah. Okay, so if you were to interview a candidate for a job, what demands of reading and writing would you have?
For the fire department?
Yeah, and for like being a paramedic.
So they would already have to be a paramedic. So they're going to have to be able to read to even take our application out.
Okay.
Because they would have to have gone through the paramedic class already. I think they got to have to be a paramedic by the time of hire.
Okay. And then do they have to have like a certain level of like being able to work with a computer or anything like that?
I don't think computer. They got to at least be high school.
Okay.
I know our police department is a bachelor's degree, I think, to take their test.
Okay. Okay. And what like discussion or like speaking and listening, what type of like that sort of level do you need that, or like what is involved? So like when you're discussing with people.
So what level of speaking is involved in the
job
or
like
hired?
Do you know, like just in the job in general, like do you discuss with people a lot?
We're always talking to the patients to find out what's wrong with them.
Okay.
If you're involved in public education, you'll be doing presentations, which is important.
Okay. So there is a presentation aspect.
Yeah, and there's firehouse station tours where people got to talk to give those.
Okay.
And it's not just public education people, it's anybody at the firehouse.
Right.
There's a lot of people that don't like to do that.
Mm-hmm. So you're speaking to like patients, to the general public.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever
coworkers,
like
but
coworkers? Do you ever interact with like doctors?
doctors and nurses, yeah, at the hospital.
Okay.
Not so much doctors, more nurses. But once you get to the hospital, you have to give a report, and you could be giving it to a doctor.
Okay. Okay.
You have to be able to read cardiac rhythms.
Right. Definitely. Ooh, that's a big one. Cardiac rhythm. Okay. And then, what would you say to teachers about like the language demands? So like being able to communicate with different people, um, about your particular job. Like, would you say like make sure you're emphasizing one thing over the other, or what would you think?
Wait, can you say that one more time?
Yeah, what would you say to teachers, so like people like me, about the language demands of like reading and writing and discussing about your particular job, so being a paramedic?
As a paramedic, that's an interesting question, Em.
Mm-hmm.
For teachers to teach people to be firefighters, kind of
Yeah.
like with English.
Yeah, and like it also just like the like there's a lot of discussion that goes into it. Like I wouldn't have known that if I weren't talking to you. Like I wouldn't have made that intuitive leap. So maybe we need to emphasize more public speaking or something like that.
Public speaking is good, but I would say not every firefighter has to do that.
Okay.
That's something they would get involved in if they like it once they're on the job for a while.
Okay.
Or, well, we do there's a lot of guys that do teaching even in the department. A lot of company officers do that. Some firefighters that are on special teams would be tapped for their experience to teach.
Okay. Very cool.
I don't know if that answers your question
Yeah.
or not.
No, it definitely